Do you like basketball? Basketball. I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Hello, everybody. Oh my God, his car door's opening. Welcome to the State of the League podcast. Welcome back to the State of the League podcast Patreon episode. It's me, Jack, aka Jokic Joestar, your close personal friend, because you paid me $5 to be so. With me, as always, the world famous Pablo Escobar. I don't know how he feels about you, but I assume it's all positive. Pablo, how you doing today?
I wish I never had to be on the internet. I wish it was 1992 and I could just sit in my small town and write about the local high school basketball team and make enough money to buy a house and send 8 kids to college, but I can't do that. So here I am.
That would be a pretty sick life, to be honest. Like you take a walk by the park and you're like, wow, this kid's really killing it. I think he's gonna be big for varsity next year. And like they're like, oh, here's $100,000 a year. And you're like, perfect, cool.
His dad runs the hardware store, and he's a stand-up guy. We need this guy as our point guard.
yeah, he's helping out there all the time. That's where his strength comes from. He doesn't do a lot of weight training, but he's always helping his dad at the hardware store, lifting things. Yeah, shit like
That's
that.
like Jerry Rice. He was working with his dad on like the railroads or something, and they would toss him bricks all the time. That's how he got his hands. He was catching bricks.
Oh, well, if you can catch a brick, you can catch a ball. That's the reverse Larry Bird. That's what we call that. He tried it too late. He was old. His back was already a little fucked up. He's like, I'm going to try this driveway stuff. And then he was never quite the same. All right. Fuck Larry Bird. Fuck the Eastern Conference. We're not talking about
the lesson learned from Larry Bird, guys. If you're rich, don't do labor. You've graduated from it. You don't
You're above that all. Like literally just pay somebody to do it. Pay somebody and pay them as little as possible. And to be honest, if you could just get away with paying them nothing, if you could be like, you didn't do a very good job, I'm going to take you to court, and they can't afford like the legal fees or anything. Yeah, that's what you do when you got money like that.
If realistically, if Larry Bird was like, hey Celtics fans, my mom needs a new driveway, let's get it. There would be like 100 people that would show up and do her driveway.
There would be like 10 concrete companies that would be like, Larry Bird, literally just say our name in the paper and like, we will do this for free. No questions asked. Absolutely. We'll put a body in the concrete if you mention if Larry Bird were to mention my small business to the public of Boston, that's like, I don't know. That's like God saying go shop here. So that's probably worth a couple small felonies.
His hometown is like a big casino town now. I think French Lake, Indiana. I don't know if it always was, but if you're a casino town and you're Larry Bird, maybe there are bodies there. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I bet they deserved it.
I'm just getting images of like Larry Bird in today. He's growing up in casino French Lick, and it's just like DraftKings, go buy DraftKings. He's going to Indiana State or wherever he went to college, and he's like, I love sports gambling. It's my favorite thing in the world.
He is getting banned from the NCAA for playing for money with everyone in French Lick.
Oh man! All right. Top of the Western Conference. Who else but the new father, Anthony Edwards, and the Minnesota Timberwolves? What do you think about Minnesota right now?
I don't really have any new thoughts. Is there any updates? Is there anything new with Minnesota? Is there anything that we could talk about with them that we haven't talked about previously?
I don't know. Let's run through. They're 3-1 in their last 4. They beat the Nets, the Spurs, and the Grizzlies, and then they lost to the Kings without De'Aaron Fox and with Sabonis fouling out very early in overtime. We have already talked about it, but like the high level play of Anthony Edwards is really the only thing keeping this team from being like a bad offense. Just like it's not good. And Sacramento, that's a team. Cat didn't have a really strong game against them. He played fine when Anthony Edwards was on the floor, but in the second half, as like the primary creator, he was pretty inefficient. Despite seeing a lot of matchups, like outside of Sabonis, Cat should really be able to like physically impose his will on pretty much any other defender Sacramento has on the roster. And he just did, I don't know, like It's just shit like he's posting up Kevin Herter 25 feet away from the basket. Like he's super. All right, and that was the trailer for this week's Patreon episode of the State of the League podcast. You can go to patreon.com/State of the League to find this episode, plus every other one we've ever put up on there. Join a Discord and get access to a bunch of different fun perks, as well as supporting me, Jack, Jokic Joestar, as well as Pablo Escobar financially. So thank you very much. Go check that out, please, and thank you.